Okay, Overwatch just recently had the craziest update that they've probably ever had in their lifetime. They are later this week going to add 5 new characters. They're changing from Overwatch 2 back to Overwatch because one number is bigger than Overwatch could ever be. I mean, it's the biggest update that they've had. It's one of the best, and I think Overwatch is in an amazing place. And I think this big update is going to bring a lot of new players to Overwatch. So as someone that started with Overwatch 2, struggled for a really long time, got kind of good, I just wanted to give some tips and tricks, some things that I wish I knew when I first started Overwatch 2, try to help a lot of people, whether this is your first hero shooter or you played Marvel Rivals, or maybe you played Overwatch in the past and you're coming back to it. I just wanted to give some quick tips that I think are going to help you. I mean, this game, in any hero shooter that you played, if it's your first time. I've got over 1,200 hours in Overwatch 2, most of them being the comp, so over 1,000 hours in the competitive playlist. And yeah, I just wanted to give a few things. Number 1, switching is needed. When you first start Overwatch, most people play as one character. And I'd recommend mastering one character, but you have to have 2 or 3 characters in your arsenal under whatever role you're playing: tank, support, DPS. And the reason that is your character might not be the best for your what your team's playing, or it might not be the best against what the other team is playing. So having 2 or 3 characters in your role is going to be able to help. And they're adding sub roles, so it is going to be so amazing to be able to have one character in each sub role that's going to be able to help with different things. You'll have a tactician that can help in certain areas, a medic that can help in some areas, a survivor that can help with some areas, and same thing for tank and same thing for DPS. And it's an extremely large roster, and it can be so overwhelming when you first start. So the more characters you learn, the better you're going to play against those characters. What I would do is, if I was playing support and I kept getting killed by a Genji, I would go and play Genji for a few games just to learn what Genji did, learn what his kit was, learn when his cooldowns were, when it was the best to attack him. And also, when I played, players play you a certain way, so you can learn, oh, when I play Genji, this is how a Kiriko would play me, or when I play Genji, this is how a Moira would play me. And then you can put that into your pocket, into your database, so to say. So sometimes what you're gonna do isn't gonna work with your team, so having 2 or 3 characters, knowing how other characters work, knowing how to play against other characters is really gonna help, because each character has a counter. And those counters aren't automatic wins. You're not going to automatically be playing against a Genji, switch to Moira, and automatically win. That Genji might know how to play against Moiras as Genji, but it can give you a better chance of going against those guys. The next tip, similar to that, is learn the other roles. So if you just are playing support and that's all you're playing, I'd recommend putting a few hours in, maybe 2 or 3 hours into learning the DPS and the tank role. And what this did when I first started was it just helped me see things from those roles' perspective. So as I said, I played support almost exclusively when I first started playing. But then once I started playing tank, I saw the tank's understanding and where he needed supports more. And especially, I think this is especially true of DPS, because DPS, your main goal is to go out there and put damage out, but you're still so squishy. So if you play the other roles, you'll understand the point of view of those other roles, and I think you could be better you can be a better teammate, and you could be a better person for those people. And then the sub roles are huge as well, because the sub roles are going to have different passives and different perks that they're going to be able to do. So knowing what those sub roles do, it's going to be huge. Next, oh, this is an objective based game. Once you get into the game, you might learn what C9 is. That's a competitive team that famously threw, but it's an objective based game. It is not team deathmatch. It is sometimes better to play the objective. The common occurrence you see in this is one team will be very aggressive on the other team, push them, and then someone will just go, and while the enemy team is pushing, they'll just move the point all the way to the checkpoint. So it's an objective based game. Kills do not guarantee wins. Always remember the objective is the point of the game. And next, communication is key. When you don't have skill, the communication can be the difference. It's better to be wrong with your teammates than to be right without your teammates, 100%. And even I would recommend to talk to people actually using your microphone, but if you can't use your microphone or don't want to, you can always use the in-game system of pinging, of marking things, even in between deaths or in between rounds, typing, saying, hey, we should do this, or this is, I think communication just helps so much more if you're all on the same page, especially if you're playing with randoms. You have 5 different people on 5 different accords, and a person might go into a game with a certain mentality or a certain objective. And if you can just align everyone towards one thing, it helps so much. Whenever you watch higher gameplay, they're always talking, and they keep it positive. The thing I dislike the most is when someone doesn't say anything the whole game, and then towards the end, once we start losing or once things go negative, they turn their mic on to say negative things or to put negativity in the chat, and nothing of it is related to the game. Just communicate in an effective manner. Hey, this person might not be working, let's try this person. Or hey, their Genji's getting too much value, let's focus the Genji. When we see him in these positions, I'm gonna ping him, or something like that, just to get your team on the same accord. And this kind of goes into my next tip, and it's know your limits and be aware. When things aren't going your way, especially the other roles, I think everyone likes to blame the healers, but your healer might be under pressure, right? Or you might be putting yourself in a bad position. You might be positioning terribly. So pay attention to the other players. Pay attention to when someone dies. There's a setting that you can go in and change the sound. You can make it make a sound when a teammate dies, and pay attention to that sound. If 2 teammates are dead, just in the back of your head, you have to know it's 3v5. I have to move. I have to do something else. Just be aware of what's going on around you. You can't just look forward and play and think everything around you is going to be fine. Those are the biggest tips that I have for this. I mean, we'll see. I think a lot of new players are going to come. I think a lot of people with good aim are going to be put probably not as high as they think they are for their aim. And I just want to have fun. I actually love Overwatch. I think it's a really good game. I think it's really solid. I think Overwatch 2 got a bad rap. And granted, I wasn't there, so I can't say it's wrong, but from how they moved from Overwatch to Overwatch 2 is very controversial. But I think they're moving in the right direction now, and I'm so excited to play Overwatch with these new heroes and the new direction the game's going.